So Disability Action Yorkshire is a Harrogate-based charity. We've been around for 81 years now. And what we do is provide services and solutions for disabled people. So what that looks like is we have a residential home, which is where we are now, which is home to 21 people. We do training in the skills required for employment, which we do at Hornbeam Park. And we do some holiday accommodation, which is based in Lincolnshire. I've been with Disability Action Yorkshire for 18 years now. Many years ago I started out in nursing. I then moved into the care of older people for a lot of years working for Anchor Trust, and then moved to working for Disability Action Yorkshire, which at the time was called Yorkshire Association for Disabled People. When I took over as Chief Executive, the charity wasn't in a very good position financially and in other ways. So obviously my main aim and goal was to ensure the sustainability of the charity, both financially and in what we did, to make sure that what the services we were providing were what disabled people wanted us to do. Yeah, the vision's called Realising Aspiration. So that's the focus of it, is trying to help disabled people realise their aspiration. And it's broken down into 3 key areas. That's equality, accessibility and solution finding. So under all of those areas, we are wanting to work with disabled people to make sure they can do exactly what it is they want to do in life. Think Access was born because we realised that in the Harrogate district, disabled people weren't able to access the same things as everybody else. So Think Access is simply about getting businesses and services to think access in everything they do. So is this accessible for disabled people? Because if something's accessible for disabled people, it's accessible for everybody. It's very mixed. For example, if one of these guys wanted to get a taxi after 5 o'clock at night, they can't. They absolutely can't. So they can't plan to go out anywhere. Some of the shops, some of the services in Harrogate are brilliant. Some, because of the way Harrogate is, it's an older town, aren't so good in terms of people can't get into places. But my colleague Eliza here would tell you about an experience she had at a shop that she couldn't get into, where the customer service was absolutely fantastic and people came out to her and actually served her on the pavement. So we realise that there are limitations, but there are ways to work around it, and that's what we want to talk to people about. Assistive technology has been a massive development for disabled people. A few years ago, we would never have thought that people could be operating their lights, their doors, their curtains, their windows, everything that people can do now. We would never have considered the idea of driverless cars, and that's going to happen, and that's going to be a massive boom for disabled people. We're using virtual reality, so we're using that to train disabled people in new experiences. Some people have never got on and off a bus. If you can do that using virtual reality to start with, it makes it a much less daunting experience. But some of the other developments in the world of technology, things like exoskeletons, some of the new wheelchairs that are coming out are absolutely phenomenal and are going to change lives. Last year we reached our 80th anniversary, which is a massive... Last year we reached our 80th anniversary, which is a massive milestone for any charity, particularly in this day and age when a lot of charities are folding. So I think that's been a major highlight for us. We re-achieved Matrix and Investors in People status last year. We were the first organisation in North Yorkshire to become a Disability Confident leader. And a lot of our highlights and achievements are around what our people have achieved, so getting people into work, getting people into their own homes. They're where we get our real sense of achievement from. Just by doing more of what we do, it's about listening to the people that we work for and what it is they want from us. So that's what we'll be doing in the future. 2019, a lot of what we do is going to be around Think Access. We need to get a lot more people signed up to our Think Access pledge, a lot more people thinking access. We would love Harrogate to become a fully accessible town, that would take quite a long time. We're also working on our housing offer. So at the moment we provide residential care. We're working with the guys here who are telling us that they want to actually live in their own homes. So we're working with other partners to try and make that possible. And we're also building up a training department. So we're delivering more and more training to disabled people who want to work. We won't stop. We'll never stop doing what we do.